We begin tonight with those anti-ICE protests that are now popping up across the country. This weekend in Los Angeles, we saw some of those protesters turn into rioters, burning driverless cabs and throwing fireworks and other objects at police and sheriff's deputies.
The president, in response today, ordered another 2,000 National Guard members to respond to the city, in addition to 700 Marines. Those are measures that we haven't seen in southern Colorado, though we have seen some smaller protests here and in Denver, made up of people unhappy with the White House's immigration policies.
KRDO 13's Paige Reynolds joins us live from downtown Colorado Springs, where dozens gathered tonight to stand in solidarity with protests across the country. Paige.
Heather, about 50 or so people gathered outside here, the city admin building, earlier this evening chanting while mounting a peaceful protest. Their message, though, was clear, calling for an end to what they call police brutality against immigrant communities.
Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
Monday in Colorado Springs, the chants, signs, and symbols sending a strong message. Several dozen people gathered outside the city admin building, standing in solidarity with protesters nationwide, opposing what they call injustice at the hands of immigration enforcement. The rally was part of a wave of demonstrations that began in Los Angeles, where tensions boiled over the weekend. But here in Colorado Springs, the focus was on peaceful resistance, free speech, and what many described as a moral stand. Some carried homemade posters demanding an end to ICE raids and family separations. Others waved flags, some veterans saying it was their service that compelled them to speak out.
We're protesting ICE and police brutality against immigrants and deportation without due process, really just the mistreatment of people, whether they're immigrants and whether their immigrant status is legal or not legal.
I did not serve all those years in the military for some jerk to come along and screw over the Constitution and take advantage of people. This is not what it was meant to be.
Even among the protesters, there were some who said they can relate to both sides of the immigration debate.
It's good when they're finding people who aren't supposed to be here, people who didn't necessarily go through the right channels and everything. And then honestly, that mitigates the people who did go through the right channels.
Now, there was one message that we saw throughout everyone we spoke to here tonight. Whether you support or oppose the White House's immigration agenda, violence has no place in the protest, and that remained true throughout tonight's demonstration here in Colorado Springs. Live in downtown, Paige Reynolds, KRDO 13.